Hi everyone. I just wanted to make a quick announcement about sort of where we're at in the semester. And I know a lot of you have had a few questions on your grades up to this point, and you're maybe starting to feel the heat a little bit about the semester being halfway over. This class has a lot of points in it, like a lot of points. So out of 1,000 points possible, we've only to date done a little bit over 400 of those points. So, what that should tell you is that this class is what I call sort of back heavy on grading. So, in the last 2 weeks of the semester, close to 40% of the points possible in the entire course come due. And this is your journals that I've been grading as 10-point increments, all turn into 100 points there at the end. Um, your impact paper that's worth 100 points, and then your research paper that's worth 200 points. So what this means is that if you are a little bit worried about your performance so far, don't be. There are plenty of opportunities left in the semester to kind of kick it into high gear and turn it around. And I have no doubts that all of you can do really, really well on these two papers at the end of the semester, and that will significantly increase your overall standing. The research paper drafts that went back this week were only worth 50 points. So if you think about it in the sort of grand scheme of things, that's only two, um, you know, a, activity reports and a quiz out of, again, the whole semester. So if you feel like you didn't do as well as maybe you wanted to, or you felt like maybe the draft shouldn't have been worth so many points, I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that the draft is not punitive. I'm not putting it there to take away points. I view it as an opportunity to kind of right the ship so that if something, major is off, that we can correct that before you turn in the paper that is worth a ton of your grades. And that way you have the opportunity and the time, which is really important, right? To work with me on rectifying that so that you know that you're in good shape for your final draft. Um, a lot of you have expressed to me that you are not super comfortable with research papers. Maybe it's the first one you've done ever. Maybe it's the first one you've done in a long time. Maybe you haven't written a paper that has quite this level of rigor to it. Um, I really, really suggest that you go back through those course resources for the activity report, or for the research paper. There is a document in there called, okay, so how do I write this? And it's literally an outline of how to write a research paper. And it tells you exactly what needs to go in each section and exactly what all of the sections are. So it's basically my way of giving you a draft of this paper, and then you just fill in the parts and pieces with your own work. There's another source that's a quick guide for APA citations, and it gives you examples and it gives you all of these resources to help with that if you're not used to citations. And I know it may seem silly to have citations in just a class, but really this is to avoid plagiarism. And it's the university's responsibility, and therefore my responsibility, to make sure that you're giving credit where credit is due. So again, I'm not using citations as a form of policing. I just want to make sure that things are, on the ethical up and up, and that we're making sure that we're following all of the citation and university policies. And I really don't want anyone to stress too much about their grades, because you really do have ample, ample opportunity to turn it around. Where we're at now, there's still 60% of the grades left in the course, and 400 of those, so 40% of those, again, aren't due until the last 2 weeks of the semester. So keep chugging along. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to help. The Writing Center is a really good resource. Check it out if you haven't used it before. If you're a distance learner, they take online submissions. And it's really, I mean, I wish I'd had them when I was in school. That would have been great. Use it. You have all these tools to your advantage, so take advantage of them. Please let me know if you have questions and don't panic. Everyone's doing really well, and I'm really excited about what people are turning in for potential research this semester. So let me know if you have questions, and otherwise, I will be in touch soon. Thanks.